What is going on, everybody? Pixelated back at it again with another review. Today we are looking at the one that started it all, the origin story, the birth of another sect of very peculiar hype boost. Hype beast, possibly the sneaker silhouette of 2016. Yes, of course, it is the NMD OG R1 PK. Yes, I'm team late. These actually released at most Canadian boutiques about a week early, although the official release date was January 14th. For what reason, I don't know. I think Adidas was trying to catch me off guard. Adidas, I see you watching, taking notes, and guess what? Y'all won this time. I took L's on all the early releases. Matter of fact, I took L's on quite a few on-time releases as well. But guess what? You can't hold me back. Your boy came through in the clutch and won the Hypebeast X and Rosa collab raffle. Yep, raffles have collabs too now. Now I know what you guys are thinking. What? Pix, dog, you won an Insta raffle? Quit playing. We know Insta raffles are rigged. Are you serious, bro? Do you know who Hypebeast is? What? That was an international raffle. How do you presume a small shoe tuber like me would convince a brand with 3.2 million followers on Instagram to rig a raffle? For me? How was that conversation supposed to go down? I just slide in the DMs like, what's poppin' HB? What's good, Ann Rosa? Y'all gonna help your boy out? How much I gotta pay you? And hell no, I wasn't about to pay that. These joints came all the way from France. Imagine I tried to bribe them and paid the price in euros. Hell nah, I might as well buy from a local reseller. Don't come at me with that fugazi baloney, aight B? Y'all silly with your conspiracy theories, man. Alright, jokes aside, though I used to think Insta raffles were all fugazi and rigged too until I won that one. Although I think some still are, this win partially restored my faith in sneakerhead humanity. Or should I say, sneaker manatee. Anyways, big shout out to Ann Rosa and Hypebeast for the raffle. They did help me out with customs a bit, so I appreciate that too. Also, don't feel salty, guys. I did end up paying a solid bit over retail after conversion and other fees, but at least I got them. Alright, enough rambling, let's get into the shoe. Well, I'm already in the shoe, but you know what I mean. So the NMD PK R1 was released in the OG colorway in late 2015. I believe it was the first colorway to drop of the famed NMD silhouette. So this was the shoe that introduced the new wave to the world. This is the shoe with iterations that people lined up for overnight to purchase and that people pay insurmountable amounts of wads of cash to obtain. I know these originally released in late 2015, yet I called them the shoe of 2016. It's because that's when most of the public finally came to know of the shoe and when most versions of the NMD actually released. Our first look at the NMD after the OG colorway was the Key City, which was a consortium pair, and it's quite literally impossible to find now. We then had a number of glitch camo colorways, first the yellow and gray camo with a set of ice, blue, and pink camo releasing later down the line. There were several colorways of the not glitch camo prime knit NMDs as well. A few favorites include the French beige from the Japan pack and the white OG, essentially the reverse of the regular OG, as well as a few city sock variations including the OG city sock, black wool, and white mountaineering city socks. It's like we couldn't get enough, and at the same time couldn't handle how many models Adidas was pushing out. We were choked out and suffocated by the amount of NMD releases in 2016. I would hear so much talk about NMD hype dying out because Adidas was putting out too many pairs, they weren't as comfortable as Ultra Boost, they wouldn't last because they're being played out. Yet here we are. We still buying them, ain't we? Adidas releases an NMD in record stock numbers and they still sell out. The fact that I know quite a few people still took L's, well, okay, it doesn't mean much because Canada literally got the butt end of the stock with 200 pairs on the adidas.ca site versus 20,000 on the US site. But that's nothing new. We've been through this before. We're basically the world's resale market when it comes to stock. Basically, if sneakers were water, we'd all die of severe dehydration up here. Unless we paid premium for water, which would then just leave us broke. The NMD features an all-black prime knit upper. The design being similar to most prime knit NMD, we have 3-stripe tape on the medial and lateral sides of the shoe that lead up to an all-black lace cage with, you guessed it, all-black laces. The tape creating the toe box is black, The heel counter with the Adidas trefoil logo is all black, and the pull tab at the back with the 3-stripe multi-language text is all black with white text. The entire shoe is predominantly all black, aside from the pull tab text, boost midsole, and the Lego blocks. The Lego blocks are what make this shoe what it is today. A design cue that is so polarizing, and with the red and blue colored blocks, it adds the sharp contrast to a relatively monochromatic shoe. So I took L's on the release, but got my size in a raffle. Somebody must have been watching over me. All hail Adi Zeus. Now before this release, people were paying buttloads of money for the OG NMDs, and by buttloads I mean over $1,000 US. But this release completely obliterated those numbers. Now although it's an OG colorway, to me it seemed pretty simple and I didn't really see what the hype was about. I wasn't too big on the colorway either. For a while I even considered skipping this release for a personal pair, but once I had these on feet, I can say I've been converted from the New Testament to the OG Testament. I can see exactly what the hype is about. It's a simple colorway, but it actually looks so nice on foot. It's gone from being a meh colorway to a real keeper for me. I did go half a size down as I normally do with prime knit NMDs, and they fit just fine. A few people were saying these fit true to size compared to previous NMDs, and were telling other people to go true to size as well, and they do feel slightly smaller than older prime knit models. I would still recommend going half a size down though. It's still a very comfortable fit, not too snug, not too roomy at half down. I personally wouldn't even consider going true to size in these unless I was putting a fat insole in. Which brings us to the next and probably most anticipated question: are these a must-have? And I might have indirectly answered this question a little earlier, but the answer most definitely is yes. Although there are plenty prime knit NMD colorways, many of them I prefer quite a bit over these. The fact is, most of those are available in very selective colors and will probably only go with 1 or 2 of your outfits or 1 or 2 of your pieces. These on the other hand will go with almost anything. The almost all black colorway basically prevents the shoe from not matching with anything. Like, you can't not match with it unless you pick the most peachy, soft, pastel-like colors. Then you'll just look like a fruity colored fairy with the hottest sneakers on the block. The red and blue Lego blocks contrast so well that it makes the shoe stand out at the same time. I might have cracked the code. I might have figured out why these are so hyped. The incomprehensible idea of hype might have manifested in my mind as actual logic and understandable reason as to why people really want these. I could pop on some gray heathered sweats and could still make the OG NMDs work. Is it sorcery? Is it magic? No, it's Narnia. Just kidding, it's design genius. Kudos to the Adidas team on that. The comfort is there, it's NMD comfort, so you get cushioning, obviously not up to par to the Ultra Boost. The EVA plugs for stability, we have the comfortable fitting prime knit. My fit recommendations: go balls to the wall with whatever pants you want to wear as long as they're tapered well. I would recommend more solid colors like blue, red, black, white versus pastel-like colors, but that's not to say that you can't do that. It's just my recommendation as to what matches best. As far as I'm concerned, anything will match with these. It's a great shoe, it's got history behind it, and it's a great essential cop. My outfit in this video is a pair of Roots wool socks that are red, peppered with some white. My pants are from the John Elliott x Gap collab, pin-rolled for a nice perfect taper. I'm wearing the Gap x John Elliott dual flash hoodie as well, with the dual zippers, presumably so you can flash people without unzipping the full hoodie. It wasn't too cold that day, so I had my Kith Columbia down jacket on, which is the first layer of the Kith Pinnacle jacket. My upper doesn't necessarily match the shoes, but that's the point I was trying to drive across throughout the whole video, that you can really wear anything and it would go with the OG NMDs. With that being said, that's the end of my video. If you took something from it, please like the video. What did you think of the sneakers? Were you finally able to cop a pair of NMDs? Were you hyped for these or not? What did you think about the outfit? You got any suggestions? Let me know what you thought about all of that in the comment section below. Please subscribe for more juicy content such as this. Catch you later. Pixelated out.